In this video, I welcome Italian producer Birdee to give you his tips on how to send music to record labels. Let's jump in. Hey, it's Graham Farmer from Data Transmission, and today on the Big Questions series, I welcome Italian producer Birdee to give his tips on how to send records to labels. Birdee had a great summer last year. He was playing at Ibiza Rocks in Ibiza all summer, and the LA producer has now is about to release his new track, again full of disco and house vibes. He's also been playing a lot with Totally Almost Extinct Dinosaur. I'm a big fan of his. In fact, we actually booked him for Data Transmission a long time ago. Original DT readers, do you remember that party? Were you at that party in London at the Silver Bullet way back? So today on the Big Question, I got him to sit down and give me his tips for sending records to labels. I hope you enjoy this, I hope you find it useful. Let's dive in and hear those tips.
Hey, Birdee here, giving you some tips about signing a track to a record label. First thing I would say is you got to make absolutely sure that the track sounds great and that you're completely happy with it. I made that mistake before of sending a track to a label before it was completely finished, and it's something that usually backfires a bit. So yeah, before you press that send email button, you want to make sure that the track is pretty much ready to be released. Second thing I will say with regards to personal communication is try and send a very short email with just a couple of sentences about yourself, because the people running record labels are pretty busy, so they won't have time to read about every other label that you've worked with. So be polite, just a couple of lines about yourself and a brief description about the track. Also, if you can try and find the people who run the label on Facebook or Instagram, that's usually pretty easy these days. It's not like it was a few years ago when you had to find phone numbers and it was very difficult to contact the people behind the label. Now it's very easy. So maybe send them a message letting them know that you've sent a demo or you're about to send a demo. And also, if it's a label that happens to run a night in your hometown, or they have some of their DJs running the label or producers running the label running a night, make sure you pop down and say hi to them and try and engage on a personal level if it's possible. If it's close to you, that usually guarantees better results. So with that, these are my tips. Good luck with the demo.
How did you find those tips? Were they useful? Drop us a little comment below if you did find them useful. How do you get your record signed? How have you got records signed in the past? What tips do you have? Let's join this little community growing below in the comments. I'll dive in as well and answer a lot of questions. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear if you found these useful or found what other stuff you'd like to know in this video series. If you did find it useful, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that bell, share it with your mates, share it with other DJs, share it with other artists. And really let's get this knowledge out there. I'm still getting a lot of links in my demos inbox, just a link, and it's so annoying. So let's share this knowledge. Thanks again for joining me. I've been Graham Farmer, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.